Happy Saturday yet again. I am Shadosha the Fly Guy, and welcome back to another ADA. Shout out to my homie in the title below. He actually gave me the idea to put this in here, so I was reading my comments. ADA sounds good. Ash, Dosh, anything. I like that. So we're gonna run with that from now on. Anyway, it's Saturday, and you know the deal. I'm getting back to your questions. So let's get started. All right, this one comes from Anonymous. My friends are so boring and conservative. They freak the hell out when I want one beer at a party, and I'm 20. What should I do? I don't want to drop them. Other than that, they're cool people who I love. Well, I mean, no pressure, right? You like to have fun, do your thing, have some fun. I don't like beer personally, so I'm probably one of those squares if I was hanging out with you. But when I do get a chance to get some Angry Orchard or maybe the Stella cider, the hard ciders, anything cider related, I always jump on it. Other than that, man, you don't always have to hang out at a club or a bar or any place particular like that. You can always go, hang out on the field or something, go to the track. I'm actually at the track right now. Go watch some sports, hang out at a lounge, go to Hooters, anything, just to kind of be casual and lounge without having to force them to drink. But if they're good company, they're good company, and they don't need to drink to be cool by you. So that's my thoughts on that. All right, next question. If the purge ever happened, do you have a place in mind to stay while it goes on? Yes, I do. My house. How happy are you when there's a new episode of Mikey Closets? All right, let me clear up something for 1 second. The reason why I make a big deal about the whole Mikey's Closet thing is not to make fun of Mikey or anything like that. I just appreciate the fact that he's willing to talk about his stories and stuff to everybody. I mean, that's rare that you see a YouTuber that does that, and he does it every week. So, and just to have a little fun with it. Not only that, but I really appreciate the fact that all of us kind of have our own walks of life. We all do something a little bit different in our lifestyles, and we go through so much. So hearing Mikey's stories, although to him, he even said this in a podcast, to him, that's just a normal day for him going outside, but that's not normal for me. You know what I mean? Again, life in California, life on the East Coast. Two different things. It's crazy. So I always have fun hearing it, and I kind of want people to remember it, which is the reason why I kind of gave it the Mikey's Closet kind of nickname. That way everybody remembers, because it's cool stuff, and y'all should get to know Mikey, even if you don't know what he looks like. Just saying. All right, Will Fennelly, he asks, do you think it's okay for a guy and girl to date, break up, and then date again after that? Honestly, people change. Times change. Things change. Anything is possible. So I'm not going to be the guy that rules out and says, no, you shouldn't get with that person, right? There's a time period. If it's too soon, you'll know the difference. Don't jump into it too early. Don't jump back into it too early, rather. Again, I know you said you don't need advice. I'm just saying this for everybody else that might be listening. Kind of pay attention to the person. Like, if you broke up with them, but you still decide to keep them in your life, obviously you already have feelings for them if they're still around. But what's most important is that you take care of yourself. You grow too. Because if they come back and you haven't matured, they're not even going to bother getting back with you because they know you're not worth their time. So keep that stuff in mind if you're trying to get back with an ex. How strong is your curving game? I'm interested in what you mean by curving. There's many different versions of curving. Usually guys don't curve women. Curving meaning like, brush them off, whatever. Girl try to kiss you, you mush them away. Dudes don't really do that. If we want no parts, we want no parts. But I guess that is curving. So I try to give everybody benefit of the doubt. So I never really curve anybody. I gotta really dislike you to just cut you. I don't know. Do you breathe? Anonymous asks, do you see yourself as a role model for smart, middle-class black kids? I don't really know exactly who my demographic is. Or rather, I kind of condone anonymity, especially in questions like these. Like, I try to open up the door for everybody to get a piece of my mind without them having to reveal themselves that much. So I don't know exactly who I'm talking to. It could be the same person in different skins and shells, or it can be a vast majority of people. But one thing I do know is that my voice reaches to every demographic, no matter, be it the kids in the slums where I came from, the kids in the suburbs where I am now, and the rich kids, far out where I want to be. My voice, I'm an entertainer, and our duty is kind of to appeal to everybody. If I can motivate them and inspire them to be something great, that's even better. But for the most part, I just want to be heard. I don't care who's listening. I just want to make a difference for somebody. So, I don't know. I hope that was a good enough answer for your ass, though. Do you listen to any Spanish music? Okay, funny thing. You guys are going to laugh at this. I have this thing like a, I guess you could call it a fetish or a desire, whatever. I really like Spanish women or women influenced by Spanish culture. Therefore, I kind of end up listening to like Prince Royce and a couple of other, Dominican singers and stuff like that because number one, that's all that's on the radio. I feel like they don't play anything different. And number two, I mean, that's what's popular. Those are pretty boys, so I'm not even surprised. I'm not a big fan of reggaeton. I know a little bachata related stuff and some merengue related stuff, but I couldn't say I'm well cultured in the Spanish culture. I don't know, it just sounds sexy. Okay, D Sword Dance 22 asks, will you ever make a YouTube channel? McLovinism asks, would you get married and have kids? Tell me the positives and negatives. Yeah, I'd get married. I don't see why not. Positives is, you get to grow a family, you get to build your legacy. It's a great thing, and you gotta really have a strong commitment to that. The negatives is you make a sacrifice. That free time, that all that stuff that you had before, that lifestyle that you had before, the single life, that's gone now. You gotta really keep in mind that everything that you're doing is for your family as well. So, respect that. In the future, I hope to get married. Right now, I'm young, and me being black, usually they expect us to kind of get married or at least have kids before like 25. Chill. Noah9016 asks, hey Dosha, I have a question. Do you have a girlfriend right now or are you planning on dating? Nice AMA, #88. See, that's the dude that put me on the 88. To answer your question right now, I'm just living, man. I can't call it right now. Anything can happen. I'll be the guy that say, I don't want a girlfriend, then end up in a relationship, right? And then I could be the dude to be like, well, I'm looking for a girlfriend. And personally, I don't think it's a good idea to look for a girlfriend. Dating is fun, dating is cool. You should do it because you like dating, but to look for somebody, you kind of set yourself up for a lot of anxieties and depression and frustration when things don't work your way. I don't recommend it. Personally, I want to do my thing, so I'm focused on doing my thing. Someone comes along, they come along, but right now, I'm doing me. All right, guys, and that is it for the day. I am done with the questions. If you didn't get your question answered, feel free, like I told you last week, to leave something in the comment section below. I will get to your questions. Also, don't forget, ask.fm/Shadosha. If you want to ask me anonymously, can't even speak today. Wow. Hit me up, and I got you. Anything else you guys want to say? Maybe you guys want to answer a question? Feel free to drop a comment in the section below. And also, do not forget, I will be doing this every Saturday, so make sure you check up. And actually, you know what? If I get a lot of questions, I might do one twice a week. But we'll get to that point when we cross it. Anyway, I'm out of here for the day. Holla at you later. I'm going to the track.